Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped, and welcome to this week's Midweek 180. As you can tell, I am actually at home this week. Although I am pretty busy, I've got a pretty full schedule, and actually I'm at home for the next few weeks. I've got a couple of day trips here and there, but nothing too major, and then it gets absolutely bonkers towards the end of April. But if you've not seen one of these before, this is my midweek update where I bring you my news, views and information about upcoming reviews, all filmed in one take. I'm going to put 180 seconds in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, and that's it, a very simple format. But before we get cracking with the Midweek 180, last week I said that anyone who put a comment in the first 2 hours of my Friday film last week, which was the Pal V flying car, will be put into a prize draw to win one of these. I've got 10 of these remove before fly drive labels. So what I've done is I've gone into the comments and I've randomly selected 10 people from the comments. I'm going to read them out here, but I'm also going to send you a reply to the comment and ask you to email me at my email address. The 10 people are the lucky winners: Paul Jeffries, Brian Strange, Lewis Hunter, John S14A, Francois G, Scott Butler, Paul Murphy, Ben Higginson, Ginger17 and Mr. Rick the Spud. So if that's one of you guys, you need to send me an email. My email address is in the description of this video, but I'll also put a link in your comment from Friday's video. But there you go, well done. I will then post you one of these. All I need is your address so I can get one of these in the post, but they are very, very cool things indeed. Anyway, without further ado, let's get cracking with this week's Midweek 180. I shall start my timer. Now then, last week's leader of the pack was Rod Matheson. Congratulations, mate. Joined in the Magnificent Seven by Michael Kemba, Francois G, Ben Higginson, Leanne Jackson, Slime Boy and Tristan Bird. So whoever was the first comment this week, you'll be my leader of the pack next week, and the first 7 comments will be in my Magnificent Seven. Where are you and what you're doing? Well, that was nobody. Nobody put where they were and what they were doing. It's an easy way to get a shout out. So whoever you are right now and whatever you're doing, put it in the comments below and I will give you a shout out next week. Last week's question was about any sci-fi technology that you would like to have brought into the real world. Lots of people said teleporters, that'd be pretty cool. I am a massive Star Wars fan, so I think lightsaber for me, that would be pretty cool as well. This week's question, now this is mainly aimed at my UK audience. We had snow this week. It was funny, I was away in Finland, -30, snow everywhere, and Mrs. Petrol Ped sends me a picture of her struggling to get to Petersfield train station because of the snow. If you did have snow, did you have any struggles with summer tyres, and did you wish you had all season or winter tyres? I'd love to know your snow woes. F1 is back again this weekend coming in Saudi Arabia at Jeddah. I am super excited. I've now finished Drives to Survive, which is really, really depressing. I only watched one a day. I really rationed myself. I've finished them all now. I'm going to have to go back and watch them again because it's such a good series. But looking forward to seeing what happens at F1 this weekend. My worry is Red Bull are just going to run away with it. But let's see. Let's not be too down on ourselves. Now, 2 interesting cars hit YouTube this week. First of all, the first drives of the Aston Martin Valkyrie. A car that's been around, seems like forever now, but finally we got it driven by some journos. And I have to say, of all the cars I've been waiting to see people drive, it was, for me, the one that blew me away. I always enjoy the thing, oh, it's a race car for the road. Well, I've driven quite a few race cars, and I've never driven a race car and gone, I wish I could drive this on the road. It looked pretty hardcore to me. Amazing performance, obviously, but very noisy, very harsh. I just can't see the point of it on the public highway, I'm afraid. As a track day car, amazing, but would you really drive that to the shops? I don't think so. And then we had the first drives of the Ferrari Purosangue. Now, the question, or the reason I wanted to talk about this is, when something like that drops, when you have about, half a dozen YouTubers all drop the same video, what are your thoughts on that? How effective do you think that is? Who's your first go-to channel? When you see about half a dozen, who's the first person you go to? For me, it's normally Henry Catchpole or Chris Harris. They're the first 2, then maybe Harry's Garage. But I'd love to know what your first go-tos are. I would love to be in the position where I'm one of those. To be honest, though, when I get offered a press drive nowadays, I often just say, rather than coming on the press drive event, can I just have a car for a week and I'll do a film of my own? This Friday's video, I've got no idea what it is yet because on Wednesday of this week, it is the media drive days at Goodwood, and I know... I know I'm going to get to drive something. I'm pretty sure Friday's video is going to be my first drive of the Lotus Emira, because I know for sure I've got a track session in the Lotus Emira tomorrow. I'm filming this on Tuesday, by the way. So it's likely to be the Lotus Emira on Friday, but I'm also hoping to get to drive some other pretty cool cars as well. So we'll see. And then press car wise on Thursday, which is a video that will hit the channel next week, I'm going to be doing the back-to-back comparison I've wanted to do for a while now. I have from Porsche GB a Porsche Boxster 718 4-litre GTS, the flat 6, and I'm going to put it head-to-head with my 2.5-litre flat 4 718 Boxster GTS. And I just think that's going to be a really, really interesting video. I've had so many people say to me, why didn't you buy the flat 6 4-litre Boxster GTS? Well, I'm going to do a comparison. So is there anything that you would like me to compare head for head? I'm going to do things like, obviously, the performance, acceleration, noise, spec, all that kind of stuff. But are there any, little niche things that you would like to find out about? I'm super excited about that. Probably going to be filming it Thursday and Friday this week, but excited for access to the car. And that's it, really. I've had such a busy day today, working on a project I'm so excited about. I can't talk to you about it yet, but news is coming about that very, very soon. But for now, I am going to... that's it. It's Tuesday night, so it's triathlon swimming. I'm going to do a triathlon update very soon as well. But for now, I shall love you and leave you. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol Ped for plenty more content to come. And remember, I will read them out once more. Paul Jeffries, Brian Strange, Lewis Hunter, John S14A, Francois G, Scott Butler, Paul Murphy, Ben Higginson, Ginger17 and Rick the Spud. Send me an email and I will with your address, and I will get your removed before flight tag on its way. I'll see you on the next film, which is this Friday at 6 for more than likely the Lotus Emira on track at Goodwood. See you then, guys. Drive safe.